It is Jorge Masvidal, the combat sports superstar, and of course, a promoter in mixed martial arts and martial arts as well. The founder of Gamebred Bareknuckle MMA, November 15th, Mississippi Coast Coliseum in Biloxi. Randy Costa versus Brandon Davis. Jorge, talk to me about how you feel and how excited you are for this fantastic card.
Dude, I'm hyped, especially on a day like today. It's the days after elections, and it's just a great feeling, man. I feel like the country's heading in a great way. So these next 4 years, we're going to continue to provide you with the most violent shows on earth, unmatched. Nothing's going to compare to what we got coming. And this November 15th just keeps going on that path that we've been creating, just a great legacy. And while I'm on your channel, man, you got tons of fans and people watching. I want to thank the fans because we really are a movement. The amount of views that we get, in just 24 hours, the amount of comments, engagement, everything. So I just want to thank the fans, and I want to thank the fighters, and I want to thank the fans for taking the fighters by giving them these views, these comments, and just engaging with them. And we're happy to be back. We took off some time because of my boxing events and things we were getting worked, but now we're back full schedule. And I have November 15th show. I have another show March. Let's rock and roll.
I love it, man. Well, you talked about it there. First of all, I should just say tickets available at Ticketmaster.com if you can make it in Biloxi. If not, you talked about the views. You can watch it on the Gamebred Bareknuckle YouTube channel, so it's easily
Free from beat.
accessible. I mean, you
Free
got to
from
love that as a fight fan, right? So talk to me first, right? Bare knuckle MMA is no joke. I mean, obviously MMA is no joke, but bare knuckle takes to another level. As you've been promoting this and developing this, what have you discovered about the sport itself, the athletes, what it takes to be successful in this version of combat?
One thing that's definitely amazing is that like the fights actually like speed up when they hit the ground. You could have a lot more fun grappling to watch because guys are instinctively going for locks, for finishes, because the lock is a lot better. It's not as compromised with gauze and gloves and all this stuff. And also, it's hard to defend chokes in certain positions if you don't have gloves. So now I can't grab onto something that has like surface and just grab somebody's glove and survive. With no gloves, it makes a big difference on the grappling. So I think a lot of times when it hits the mat, instead of people maybe just like, oh, okay, he's holding position, landing some little rabbit punches, you're seeing guys like do damage to get a better position and go for a finish. And I think that's one of my favorite aspects of it. Also, is not every MMA fighter is meant to fight bare knuckle. That's not a diss on anybody that fights good with gloves and not good without gloves. It's just not everybody's meant for it. And we look for a certain type of character, a certain type of dog to get in that cage for us and deliver what we're looking for. So not everybody's put out for it, but it's not a diss in any way, shape, or form. And I've also learned that people love it. If they just watch the event one time, they're hooked and they keep watching all the events and they tell all their friends about it. It's like, you got to catch this now before the whole world sees this. And, we're doing pretty good. Business is booming.
I love it. Well, I love that that's your observation because that was mine too, right? I mean, obviously there's cuts and all the things that happen with bare knuckle and the striking's different, but the grappling game really opens up, man. It really makes it a lot simpler because it's kind of the old school, right? You don't have all
Yeah.
the stuff that gets in the way. Was that a surprise to you? Were you expecting that when you started this?
When I started, I was like, yeah, I'm eager to see the grappling. I think there'll be more finishes, but just the pace is insane, more than I could have, computed in my little head, man. It's
Oh,
a lot of action all the time. Even when guys like hurt their hands, you're still like looking for ways to finish it, to get in good position and finishing. And on the feet, it doesn't take a lot. One well placed shot, and boom, the fight could be over. So I just love it. Everybody's on the edge of their seats. This is the best card we've had. We got 12 UFC veterans, 11 fights, and every fight has numerous dogs in it. Like, man, it's just about the main event is also probably fight of the night. That's where we booked it. It's gonna be a rematch of a freaking great first fight. They had a great first fight. The second one's gonna be everything, man. These guys, they respect each other a lot. And I like that, the way they carry themselves and talk about each other, but they really want to get after it on a competitive level. Neither one of them wants to lose an inch to his counterpart. And they're better fighters than when they first fought and a lot meaner as well. Now it's for like ultimate bragging rights. It's with no gloves, so I'm very, very interested in this fight. Another guy I've been talking a lot to is a convicted killer from Brazil. This guy's a freaking problem and a half. I'm talking about Guto. This dude's got bad intentions. A big guy that's fucking athletic and he's mean. That's what I really like about this guy, is that he's fucking mean. He's a 5-time Brazilian national heavyweight Muay Thai champion. He's won some world championship as well. And he's got like 18 fights in MMA. And this guy can throw down. This guy I'm trying to expose him to the world and let the world see this guy's talent, man. And he's gonna be somebody they're gonna be talking about. His counterpart is no slouch either. He's fighting a 2-time Brazilian national heavyweight Muay Thai champ that also has about 15 fights MMA. So this is gonna be a fight that it's gonna tell us a lot because these guys are gonna be moving towards the title, the winner of that. We also got Chase Sherman coming off 2 knockout win streak fighting for us. He's fighting no slouch, a guy that put him away in just one shot. Oh, sorry about that. I'll let that go away. Chase is another guy that we got our eye on. So the winner of that fight probably be going and fighting for the title as well, to getting one step closer to fighting JDS for that heavyweight title. We're stacked, bro. We got Alex Nicholson on the card. Charles Rosa. I mean, I don't know how many fight of the night awards Charles has. I can't even keep counting. You know, he's got a shit ton of them. We got Kevin Lee fighting Saul Almeida. Kevin Lee making his bare knuckle day freaking view, man. We got a night of action, brother. We got a night of solid action from top to start. It's gonna be fucking violent, explosive. People are gonna be getting after it, and you get to watch it all free as can be. You know what I'm saying? And it's on a Friday night. What you want? One more you want?
You can't beat it, man. I'm excited. So talk to me about your plans, Jorge. What do you see as the vision for this? I mean, are you looking for investors, partners? Are you looking for a big expansion? Do you kind of just like where it is now? Like, do you see this as the next big thing? What do you see happening with Gamebred Bareknuckle?
I mean, we're always looking to expand and get bigger and better. And mainly what I'm looking to do is just be able to give more dates to the fighters. Once I can start doing about, you know, anywhere from 15 to 22 shows a year, then I could sign guys to these contracts where, you know, now they got to fight for me 2-3 times a year. And that's really what I'm trying to get at, is be able to feed these guys continuously. And we're working on it, man. We got a lot of guys that are loyal, that love the game, that all they want to do is bare knuckle, and they're great athletes. So we're trying to give them as many shows as we can, compete as much as we can. And the vision is just do it right. Just every time I think about it, it's like, what would I spend my time or hard-earned money? It has to be something that'll grab my attention and keep it, and never slack off. Never, you know, the content be watered down. And that's what I try to do all the time. Just give you the fiercest fighters on the planet that are free agents roaming the earth that I get my hands on. I'm going to sign them up, however much money it takes, and get them to scrap and take off the gloves. And we're doing it, and it's catching fire. People are really loving this, that old school vibe. Guys like me and you grew up watching the original bare knuckle UFC. And since it became a regulated sport, no one took the gloves off. So in a way, this is the start of it. And in a way, this is also like a new sport, because back then when they were going bare knuckle, you could hit the Jews, you could eye poke. There was no time limits. Now we got all these rules, right? So it's in a way, it's a new sport, and I love it, man. And the fans are the ones that are most appreciative of it, you know?
I love it, man. It's been fun to watch. All right, we got to talk about your fighting career while we're talking about you. I know you wanted to try to get something in before the end of the year. That doesn't look like it's happening. But, you know, the last couple years in the springtime, the UFC has made a trip down to the 305. And if the schedules line up, Jorge Masvidal in Miami, March, April, I mean, that's just a natural, right? That's got to happen.
That's got to happen, my brother. That's got to happen. We just delivered the biggest KO in history to fucking communists and socialism. So let's start the party celebration with Miami, UFC, knock somebody's head off, and we go celebrate. Your boy's back. That's the plan. You know, we're talking to UFC. They haven't said any one direction yet. We're still talking to them. We're seeing what's gonna happen.
I love it, man. Well, I think that's just a natural. It's got to, if it does happen, which I think it will. Any names that most appeal to you? I mean, obviously the Leon Edwards story, that's got to be closed up at some point.
That's it. I just fight Leon here in Miami would be fucking awesome. It'd be great. The fans want it. He used to want it. I don't know if he still does or doesn't, but let's fucking go. You know, I got a bigger name value than anybody in the fucking division. Like, let's motherfucking go, man. Yeah, I might not have that ranking no more because I've been out for a while. But whatever, fight's a fight, right? Let's go fucking find out, you know? And this is the type of fights that are like, you know, I'll come back and gamble it all against the number one, or fucking start my way back at another number. But if I can shoot right to the top and get after it, let's fucking go. I'm going to bet on myself, man, especially when it comes to Leon. I don't know why he ain't got what it takes to fight me, man. He's scared. I feel it. Know it, man. You know, he's got the chance right now. I've been calling him out for fucking months, saying his name. What's up, Leon? They told me we were gonna fight Ian Gary. Obviously, Ian's booked now. What's up, Leon? I'm right here chilling.
I love it. That's the one that's got to happen, man. The story's there. It makes sense. That's the one that's got. I mean, you could fight anybody, but that's the one that's got to happen.
that I can fight anybody, like you said. And I'm calling this motherfucker out. Let's go do it, man. Let's fucking throw down and get this shit over with, bro.
I love it. Hey, I did want to ask you in the meantime, it seems like you've always had a really good relationship with the UFC, right? And they've taken care of you the last couple years, but you're going to get a check from them pretty soon with that class action settlement. Do you have a thought on that? I mean,
Which class action settlement?
Well, there was the one that was the period between 2000.
I'm gonna get a check.
Yeah, you had 14 fights in the period. You're going to get a big check from the class action settlement.
Yeah, but I'm not in. I thought you had to sign up and be a part of it. It's just for everybody that fought during that time.
It's for everybody that fought during that time, unless you opted out.
I mean, I personally didn't join like any lawsuit or anything like that, so I don't know how it works. I heard that there was like a certain amount of fighters in it that had been on. I don't know how it works at all. Really, I haven't heard too much, but I do love the UFC, my brother, and I do love money, so I'll take both.
Both. Yeah, you get it either way.
They said that I'm owed some money. I'm not gonna say I'm not owed this money. If some court has found it that I'm owed some money and they want to pay me some money, I got bills, I got kids, but I'll take this money. But I want to tell the UFC right now, I love you. I love you, UFC. No hard feelings. I didn't file no damn paperwork. So if I get this paycheck, this is a blessing. This from out of nowhere, it just came, brother.
If the money happens, you just got to take it, man. I love it. All right, well, listen, man, we're looking forward to the news with you. But in the meantime, Gamebred Bareknuckle, it's coming up November 15th, Biloxi, Mississippi. Just tell me, man, if somebody hasn't seen it yet, what's your pitch? What should we expect? Why should they tune into this event?
What do I got to do to get you to show up live, brother, to one of my shows?
Oh, I'll make it out there, bro. I love that.
Let's go, bro. I'm going to put you in the fucking cage. You're going to leave bloody, bro, whatever, bro. It's worth the fucking seat, bro. Let's fucking go November 15th. Now you can tell everybody, holy smokes, this is something else. And what could you expect if you've never seen it? You know, violence is like the most beautiful and raw form. You know, fighting. It's not just all about the violence. It's also about how precise you can be to throw your strike, to land with the right two knuckles and just put somebody down right away with one shot clean, you know? Not that you can't do that in MMA, but it just might be a little more likely to happen with no gloves, you know? The pace that it takes when it hits the ground, when guys get somebody's back, it's just not the stalling going on. There's people are actively trying to get out of there, or the other guy's trying to finish. So it's just from when the bell starts till it ends, you don't know when it could end or how it could end. I really think that's what grabs spectators' eyeballs, at least me, you know. There's a lot of fights and I'm like, oh, this is a deadlock. This guy's kill him, and then boom. Complete opposite. Again, I don't know nothing about fighting, you know. So it's addicting, man. It's my favorite drug right now.
Can't say any better than that. Jorge, best of luck to you on this event. Best of luck getting this fight booked, and we'll look forward to talking to you again real soon.
I see you soon, brother.